Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to askNK. Today we have some interesting news coming from the folks at Relution. iClone 8 is finally here and it comes with a couple of cool features and they are pretty awesome. So for those who are into pre-visualization, games, education, or maybe you're a professional animator and you're looking for something that can help you create animation really quick, then iClone 8 has a whole lot of things for you. So before we get into talking about all of the things that you can get in iClone 8, it is worth knowing that if you purchased any add-on for iClone 7 or maybe for Character Creator 3, you don't need to purchase the new ones for the latest upgrade, you just need to upgrade the plugins to meet up with your iClone 8 and Character Creator 4 needs. And with that said, let's get into some of the cool features that are now available in iClone 8. Brand new motion director makes creating your character animation an easy breeze. This is more like what you could do with your traditional gaming tools, but it just gives you all of that accessibility and all the functions that you need to make your characters animate just like you would want them to. So with the brand new motion director, you can simply use your gamepad, your keyboard, or any of the devices that you can connect to your computer and control your characters. Characters can be given waypoints by simply using the mouse to click on several parts within your scene, and these are the places that the characters would follow as you simply click these points and set it as directions for your characters. Character speed can also be intensified in a sense that you can start off your character from a casual walk all the way to a run, and this can easily be controlled once working with a game controller. It is also worth knowing that depending on the device that you're working with, you can do so many kinds of motions. And the best part is if you're working with a keyboard, the game controller, or any of the device that is hooked up to your PC, you can also control the cinematic camera switching. The cinematic camera switching is just one of those things that just simply makes a lot of sense, as in several cases you might want to get a wide shot, an over-the-top shot, a close-up shot, and all of this can be controlled easily by simply using any of the hooked up device. My very favorite device of choice is the game controller because it just simply makes you feel like you're playing a game, but at the same time you're controlling your character how you want. Character motions can be tied to triggers, and these triggers can also be stored as macros. And the beautiful part about having the whole macro thing working in iClone 8 right now is with the macro, you can actually go back and replay the same thing that you've just recorded or the same thing that you've tested, especially if you have a very successful test and you would like to store that and use that for your animation. So the macro recorder would actually allow you record your previously done motion, and this is also pretty impressive. And just when you think the motion director is over the top done, there is also the brand new NPC AI animation. So what this actually helps you do is, especially when you're trying to create crowd simulations of certain sort, this would come in very handy. I particularly haven't tried this one myself, but it looks nice from the blog post. If you're trying to create characters that have a certain behavior, you can set a path mode, a zone mode, and also a follow mode. And with what we have here, it simply looks like this is definitely going to be wonderful for architectural visualization artists or crowd simulators. The motion-based innovations for iClone 8 makes it even easier for artists to create motions and editing it while keeping the process simple and intuitive. So it doesn't matter if you're a total beginner or pro user of Maya, Motion Builder, or any DCC app, it is now even way easier than ever for you to use iClone 8 to create and also manipulate several animations and get the most out of it while adjusting these motions and tweaking their functionalities. iClone 8 ships with a couple of motion-based features which are pretty impressive, and they include the automatic motion alignment, the bidirectional blending for smoothing clips transition, which is something that a whole lot of people struggle to deal with when they're working with Motion Builder. At the same time, there is the motion blending, the auto extend looping animation. There is also the multi animation layer editing that can even help you creating adjustments or creating additive animations on top of several animations way easier. There's of course the mirror motion, which will come in very handy for lots of people. There's a brand new control rig, an end effector, a motion corrector, a curve editor, and so many other things. Did we also mention that the facial animation tools that now exist in iClone has been revamped? So in this case, you can actually push the exaggeration of your motions and you can get the best out of it. The motion live is also looking extremely nice, as in this case, if you like to drive your facial performance with your iPhone, you can also get that happening. And you can also take full advantage of the AccuLip system that exists in iClone to drive your characters based off text or based off your own vocal recordings. And this has a high level accuracy alongside with a very cool facial editing set of puppeteering tools to create multi-pass facial motion capture and accurate lip syncing. And with lots of these features coming over to iClone 8, it can now be identified as a Swiss Army knife for faster animation production tool alongside with a powerful character animation system. But that is not all, there is way more things to help you do your storytelling just the way you want it. And we're looking at enhanced lights and shadows, enhanced camera system, the props and scene update, real-time visuals, and even some productivity set of tools. And looking at the enhanced real-time visuals, there is now a brand new volumetric lighting system that now exists in iClone 8. And for those who like to apply motion blur to their scenes, this is now something that is available. Something else which is also pretty impressive to see that iClone 8 now has and had put it together is the mirror reflection and lens flare. But this is not all. There is also the brand new modular scene management tools that is now available in iClone 8. And what this helps you do is to reference previous or existing scenes. So in this case, if you have previous scenes, you can condense these scenes into a list of collections and you can reference these in a new project. Despite the fact that you can reference these in a different project, you can still filter through these collections and you can use those assets from different collections on different projects in a new project. And in this case, it's just going to help for faster iteration and limit how much import time that you have to do for every single project. The modular scene management also comes with the ability for you to search and replace stuff, merge projects together, and to every asset that you reference, you can simply transform those assets and duplicate them at will. So if you're into layout or scene editing, then this is definitely going to save you so much time. And finally, interoperability has been one of the things that the folks at Relution have been looking at ways to incorporate into iClone 8. And this has actually grown up to the point where we have almost all of the tools that we like to work with have a direct connection with iClone 8, and in one way or the other, we can also move data back and forth from iClone over to these apps. And the most recent installment is NVIDIA Omniverse. There is now a brand new easy to use connectivity with NVIDIA Omniverse, as this is an RTX based ray tracing renderer engine which is being provided from the guys at NVIDIA. Now the current version of iClone 8 now supports a USD data architecture for collaboration between artists, and this can help you get some pretty amazing looking renders directly with iClone 8. And the best part is once you get iClone 8 or Character Creator 4, you actually have a free and easy to use connectivity, as this now ships with the brand new tools from the folks at Relution. At the same time, for those who would like to also work with Blender, Unreal Engine, Unity, Maya, 3D Studio Max, or maybe you're thinking about working with CryEngine, or you're thinking about working with ZBrush and other tools, it is also worth knowing that all of these are now part of tools that you can now work back and forth with Character Creator and also iClone 8. And that's about it. For those who like to test out iClone 8 right now, you can simply go over to the link in the description and check out iClone 8, where you can download this for 30 days and start playing with it. It's also worth knowing that within the 30 days you can actually do a whole lot of things with it, and once you're okay, you would like to get a full version, then you can jump right off and get a full version, and this is definitely going to be your money's worth. Tell me what you guys think about this one in the comment section, and of course if you like this video or you learned something from this, you can go ahead and give a like and don't forget to share with a friend. And until I see you guys in the next one, peace.